Hi everyone, Tim here from Team PTSD, and I am live here at the Energon Invitational. We just finished and wrapped up for the day, but I have here with me Kevin Allen, winner of the GenCon this year. Right? So many of you know of Kevin Allen. He's still actively commenting and posting stuff on Facebook as well. But what I know, most of us in the Southeast Asian side of things, we always have this talk about the cards deck and how Kevin Allen actually revolutionized that in that sense, because even in the last two Malaysian tournaments that we had, it was your deck that was still being featured there very prominently.
Which is still weird to me. I saw a couple people playing it this weekend and I'm like, that's mine. People are copying it, and that's really, really weird to me.
Yeah. So take us through this. How did your thought process get to that point where you decided to go with that kind of strategy?
So I have to be completely honest. I did not come up with the character spread. At TFCon in LA, the year before last, I played a young lady from Nevada, Las Vegas, who ran that character spread and basically steamrolled all of us. And I never saw her deck. I built my own deck off of it, but I really liked the character spread and the concepts in it. And it felt like it worked. The wider aggro combined with the untaps added a lot of interesting decisions to it, which I really liked. A lot of shenanigans. It could hit hard. And so, yeah, I liked it a lot. And a lot of people have talked about like Red Alert being in there, especially. And I would love to take full credit for that, but when you start looking at it, there's almost no other choice. There's very little you can do with cars and maintain the 4 wide. You start looking for other 6-car stars, other 5 stars. There aren't really any that are just as good. I've looked at options, especially in the counter aggro match. RC is not really great, right? She's there primarily to deal with blue decks, and she does awesome work there. But looking for other 5-star cars, there's not really much that will work. You've got some options out of maybe like Stunticons that aren't bad, but another big key to the deck obviously is Cliff Jumper's draw. Confidence is key there, and so switching to a Decepticon, you lose that, and I lose some of that ability to find the cards that I need, which is a big part of why the deck works so well. Is it has enough draw, enough way to find cards that you're not relying on top decking for, or quite so much, for things like turbo boosters, start your engines. I should always be playing something damage boosting every turn, and so being able to keep all of that running is pretty important.
Oh, cool. From that, tell us, when you go into, like, say, tournaments and you want to make a new deck, what's your thought process like actually?
So I tend to look for kind of what people would frequently call janky things. And I try weird stuff that just resonates with me. And I will be honest, I'm not a top tier player. The GenCon win may turn out to be a fluke for me. I play what I want and what I like. And and some days that works, a lot of days it doesn't. So more than anything, I look for things that I enjoy playing. And like I said, occasionally the lightning will strike and it will all work out. But, I'd rather play something I like and I enjoy playing than necessarily, I won't play a deck I don't enjoy just because I think it's meta or anything like that.
Okay. And I think that's actually a key part of what makes the game fun for people.
Agreed. Where
you always want to play what you want to play. And actually back home, there's a lot of players that exactly like that. We know janky people. In fact, in the Singapore community itself, Daniel, shout out to you. He's a guy who actually made Hound. Sergeant Hound actually worked.
Nice.
And it hits hard. It hits like for 20 plus damage.
Wow.
But he's not a competitive player. He never likes the competitive scene.
Right.
But he loves to come up with this kind of funky ideas. He's still looking for a Ratchet to work, but
yes,
Hound has actually been proven by him so far. It's just trying to fine tune it for the tournament. It doesn't work in all matters, of course, so it's always about waiting for that right moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So something like that, we can have people that resonate very well with that.
Yes, and I love that. I think that's what keeps communities alive. I think that my history with card games, full credit to the very competitive players. I don't think they maintain a community long term. I think that you are far better off having a community of people who play and enjoy the game and are always trying different things and there's certainly a place for that competitive, but there needs to be a time to turn it off too and be able to go to an event and have people playing things that they enjoy and want to, and I think that's critical.
Right. Maybe that's in a way segmented by the type of tournament tier levels and stuff. Maybe
very much.
Hopefully they develop it to a point where there's that kind of thing. Maybe in what we see right now, maybe the PPG event can be the more fun ones, the one that more Gens can appear. Like how we saw the Dallas one, like everyone was trying to come up with the daring escape.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this one is like considered major, the walls and yeah. So I guess the different tiers might work out.
Yes, I'd love to see that.
The ideal situation would be maybe like GenCon where you play something fun, something janky still, but it works.
Yes, and like I said, we'll see if the Lightning manages to strike again. Didn't do so well this weekend for me. So.
Right. But that happens. Sometimes just about the pairings and all as well.
Yes, I had bad pairings. I had some bad cards. I don't ever want to blame the deck. I mean, you drive the deck the best you can, but some days the cards just don't like you.
Exactly. First of all, I'm the one in this team here of ours that has the worst variance. Yeah. Mixed pips do not go with me at all.
Yes.
Yeah. So like recently, Vector has come out with a lot of mixed decks. My team has come out with their own mixed decks. I tried it. They did it well to that point. I tried it and I whiffed. Yes. There can be 3 white cards in a deck, and I attack 2 of them come out and flip the third one.
I had one yesterday. I swung with RC with a supercharge, so I flipped 7 cards. By the time it was done, I had 2 oranges. There's 9 total non-orange cards in my deck, and I hit 5 out of 7 of them on a single flip, and it literally cost me the game.
Yeah.
So it happens.
It happens. Yeah. Yep. It's part of it.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's this saying back home, where to be a good card game player, you need to have luck on your side.
Luck is a part of it. I mean, obviously, you tend to think that good players and good deck design will play through it. I'm a software engineer by trade, so I look to the numbers underlying it. And a lot of times, luck. What people blame for luck is not necessarily understanding the odds. I like they did an article, Watsy did an article a while back, I think it was, that looked at the curves for numbers of whites in certain bolds. And there's a point where if you have a lot of bold, whites will actually decrease your damage output. And so, the same number of whites as you increase bold will actually decrease your damage. Yeah. So, and that a lot of those things are non-intuitive. And so I'm a big believer that, you need to dig into the actual, especially in a game like this, the actual probabilities and the numbers that underlie it.
Right. It's cool. Okay, so getting out Transformers for a bit, right? Tell us more about Kevin Allen.
So I live in the Bay Area, San Francisco, in California. I'm a software engineer, as I said. I'm married. We have no kids. I've played games pretty much my entire life. I started with the pink box D&D, red box, pink box. It was a long time ago. I've dabbled in card games off and on. I played Magic very early on and then got out of that, and more recently I played Destiny. I do a lot of cooperative games. I really enjoy like the Arkham Horror card game, the new Marvel Champions, the cooperative ones. And when Transformers hit, I tend to swear off of collectible games, and then one will come out that really gets my attention. And I grew up on Transformers. It was a Saturday morning thing for me, and especially the Wave 1 characters and the designs just grabbed me. And so, and like I said, I play for fun. For me, more than anything, I do this as an enjoyable thing. I like competition, but it's not the most important thing to me. And I do a lot of work back in our area to build the community. I run a lot of our events. I contribute prizes to that, and I do it largely selfishly. You can't play this game alone, right?
That's
and
true, yes.
So you need a thriving community, and I try and do what I can to help promote that and keep that going. So anything else you want to know, I'm happy to share.
I guess we can wrap it up. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we wrap it up with some final words for your Asian fans.
play the game, play to enjoy it. At the end of the day, people enjoying the game will make the game thrive and make it survive. And I want to see this one going for a long time to come.
And how does it feel to have all these people from across the world?
I think it's incredible. Seeing the game, I actually traveled to London for business a couple months ago. I met up with people there and played in a tournament there. They were great. It's my first chance to meet someone from Singapore and your side of the other ocean, and seeing you playing and knowing that you guys have a great community there is awesome. I think it speaks to how great the design on this game is. I have to give a brief shout to the design team and Drew, especially from WotC, the level that they're willing to listen to the players and take our feedback to heart and communicate with us is incredible, and not anything I've ever encountered in another design team ever.
That's
and
true.
so I love them, I love the game, and keep playing, keep building.
Cool. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Kevin Allen, GenCon winner.
Thank you.